Hey.
Hey.
Welcome to Monday in the Candid Athletic Training podcast. I'm Kevin.
I'm Chad.
Nice to see you.
Does it make your Mondays better?
I got a case of Mondays. Whoa, you okay there?
Getting aggressive over here with the
throwing
headphones.
Stuff around, huh? Are Mondays better because of this podcast?
It has to be.
Absolutely not. It's the worst part of my day. I'm sure everybody listening agrees. I mean, this thing is just horrible that we do.
You think so?
That was a good promotion, right?
Yeah, way to really pump it up.
You know what I'm looking at? I'm looking at your screen and I can see us on there. We're just a world of gray right now.
It's the Growl Fit night. It's the Growl Fit night here at Candid Athletic Training. You know, if you want to look at the gear, if you watch the YouTube, it looks like we're wearing the same thing. We're not. He's got the crew and I got the hood. So let us know.
Hood.
Let us know if you're more of a hoodie person. If you're on the live stream, let us know if you're a hoodie person or a crew neck person. Just yeah. Oh, are you gonna put that up on poll? Yeah, that's a great poll. Twinning. We're twinning.
Like shorts.
So yeah, this is episode 149, Kevin. You know what that means?
One more until 150.
Holy shoot, that one kind of hits a little bit to me right now.
149, huh?
150 next week.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be fun.
150 episodes. Honestly, what's interesting is I've said 100 was going to be, 52 was going to be a big one.
Yep.
In my head.
Yep.
Just because that meant like a year. But then 100, obviously. When I look at a podcast and they have 150 episodes, I'm like, man, this thing's been around for a long time. And I don't feel like we've been around for a long time. I still feel like we're not new, but we're definitely not like OG sports medicine broadcast, like hundreds of episodes. But man, 150 episodes it's a while.
We have some room to grow, which is cool.
We do have room to
We
grow.
have plans for this show, and we keep saying that, but it's going to be slow but steady progress because we're both athletic trainers. We're both busy, so we want to add in some things here and there, but you'll notice coming up. Hopefully with a couple new sponsors. Kevin and I are eagerly anticipating a few new people helping out the program and reaching out to all the athletic trainers that listen to this show. And they're big ones. They're very well known.
Yeah.
So hopefully they don't fail us. Looks like.
What we got?
I was just looking at the hoodie versus the crew neck here.
Want me to tell you?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if we have all the votes in, but it's going heavy hoodie.
Heavy on the hoodie.
Heavy hoodie.
I'm a hoodie person for sure.
Whoa.
Whoa. Abby, settle down.
Jeez. What's going on? What happened with Abby? Is Abby upset again?
She's mad that we hid the DC book.
Come on.
She's mad.
Jeez.
Speaking of, I had a heavy Marvel weekend.
Heavy.
Saw Eternals, which we're gonna do as a fat. I'm not gonna spoil anything. We're gonna do a Eternals fat because there were so many new characters.
I guess so.
With some fun, unique gifts, and we're gonna talk about which gifts we would like to abilities, yeah. And then I saw 10 Rings finally.
Yeah, I gotta watch that.
It was fine.
So, in your opinion, is that Eternals is better than what people are saying it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
Right.
I think it's just always based on expectations. If you go into something with the expectation that it's going to be the best movie you ever saw, the chances of that happening, unless you haven't seen The Dark Knight,
sometimes it happens.
It's not going to be the best movie you've ever seen because that already came out.
I'll tell you what, I don't remember what I felt like going into that movie.
Dark Knight?
I don't know if I knew I was going to be.
All you DC haters can suck it right now.
Oh man.
Love you all.
I will put that movie up against any movie of all time. Not necessarily any comic book movie.
No.
The opening scene when that glass shatters, like you're just hearing that ominous tone.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the glass shatters.
There's so many scenes.
I got goosebumps and I was like, what is going on here?
Or when the truck flipped
Oh yeah.
I want you to do it. I want you to do it. Come and get me. Come and get me. Get me. Get me. Like there were like just moments where I was like, very rarely do I come out of a movie theater and not be able to like recite 4 to 6 to 8 lines. I walked out not being able to remember a single thing that happened because I was so blown away.
Yes. And I remember thinking, this movie is wonderfully long.
Yeah.
Like,
What's
just
that?
keep going. I know I've been sitting in this seat for like almost 2.5 hours. I want you to keep going.
What's that? Like the nails on chalkboard, the acronym, not safe for work, but the other one that we talked about on the podcast a long time ago, like 2 years ago. Somebody said, remember that we were having people do the intros.
Yeah.
It's like when the hair on your neck stands up. What's that called?
Oh, yeah. This is
AR something.
Yeah.
That's what I had that whole movie.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
The whole movie was
I
like.
don't remember what it's called, but I do remember that happening.
Not safe
Agreed.
for work. Not Nate's.
It's not safe.
The other one.
Another acronym.
Yeah. AMSR.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kevin Joyce.
I saw No Time to Die.
Did you like it?
The latest 007.
Where does it rank in your Bond movies? Because you've seen
Pretty
most of
high.
them. Have you seen all of them?
No.
Most.
I've seen all of them that have been in my lifetime.
Okay.
So, it ranks probably number 2 or 3. Yeah. Top four.
It's Mount Rushmore.
I would say 3. I'm gonna say 3.
Kevin Joyce just said something on our live stream comment. I want to know, 1, are you serious? And 2, can you expand upon that? He said they talked about your guys' AMSR list on AT Corner this week, which is another podcast.
Yeah.
Our friends, Randy and Sandra.
AT Corner friends.
I want to know if they really did talk about our show.
Yeah,
that's fun.
I want to know about that.
Okay,
that needs to be a collab.
So is Daniel Craig your favorite Bond?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
More than Sean Connery.
I mean, it's hard to compete with how good the latest like Bond movies were, like from special effects and just what they can do. That makes he's just a great Bond. He is a great Bond. I think he plays the role of like good-looking, suave. You can believe that he is a very trained like killer. At the same time, has these crazy, just mental. God, I'm gonna call it even like, inability to like separate himself in a mental situation. Like I think he's got some demons, and they play those demons like throughout this era of Bond.
Has Daniel Craig done other noteworthy stuff, or is he just Bond?
Yeah. Like
I just don't know him from anything other than being Bond.
Unfortunately, the first thing that came to mind was Cowboys and Aliens.
Oh, really?
That movie was
that?
Yeah. He's the cowboy.
Was that with Kevin Costner?
No.
Or Harrison Ford?
Yes. I'm pretty sure Harrison Ford's in there. Other things Daniel Craig's in?
Oh, Knives Out.
Yeah, Knives Out.
I want to see that. I didn't. I know. Did you see
solid,
that?
Yeah.
It was good?
Yeah,
it was,
absolutely.
Is it still on Netflix?
Ooh, that I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I think
Daniel Craig was a stormtrooper in a Star Wars movie.
Good for him.
That is awesome. That's a great fact.
Oh, sorry, Kevin, that you had to cry when you poured out your last Basil Hayden. I'll let you know it's cheaper at Costco than anywhere else, though. I was just at Costco. That's why I know that.
Oh.
I'm going to look up more Daniel Craig movies.
Okay.
Although, while we're doing that,
yeah,
you put up a nice poll on the old Twitterverse of Selma Hayek versus Angelina Jolie.
You know what? We'll save that. We'll save that for when we get into Eternals.
All right, fine.
It'll be a good sidebar.
Fine.
So I started my new job today.
You did?
And I just have to let you know, athletic trainers, you're listening to this show. Be proud of who you are and what you know. That's what I'm going to say. So I've entered the AT physician extender role.
Yep.
And sat in on some we have an ortho urgent care. So people will go. So we had an athlete or a young person come in who had been seen at a traditional urgent care and then wanted to come get another evaluation at the ortho urgent care. So came in and handed us the note from the urgent care. And I shit you not, it said on there, medial meniscal strain.
Nice.
And I just about pooped myself.
Grade 1, grade 2?
The old medial meniscal strain.
Had to have been a grade 3.
So if you're listening to this and you're an athletic trainer, good on you for knowing. We know more than we think we know, and not all healthcare professionals are built the same.
No.
So good for us, and I wish more people recognize the value in athletic training. Now, the people that I'm working with, they do. They said they love it. They love our jack of all trades. I think we were called the Swiss Army knife. Being able to do the urgent, the eval and the therapy and all sorts. It was great. So,
well, good. So
it just stood out. It was like one of the last things that happened today, and I'm like, I have to bring this up on the show tonight because it made me feel good to be an athletic trainer and to know that we are not as dumb as some others.
We're less dumb.
Less dumb.
We are less dumb.
So.
Dumbless.
Okay.
What else you got?
We have to thank our friends, the official sponsor of the Candid Athletic Training podcast, our friends at Healthy Roster. Check them out, www.healthyroster.com. I will say at the new job today, Healthy Roster was brought up about 3 times because we work with a clinic that has some ATs, and all the ATs use the Healthy Roster, and they were like, they're trying to integrate. So they are trying to bring in some concussion management protocols into our urgent care and have our doctors see some concussion people. And they're like, all right, we're going to use our Healthy Roster and so everyone can manage this very well. I said, that's a great idea because Healthy Roster, first and foremost, is a communication platform. So thanks to Dan and those folks. If you're listening, just know that your product is out there getting used for all sorts of things. It's great.
Heck yeah. Also, thank you to Brew Fitness here in Milwaukee.
Brew Fitness, a.k.a.
allowing us to sit our butts right here, and you can see the back of our head in that mirror. Give us a little space, a nice safe space for this podcast to do its thing.
Safe for podcasting.
Just safe.
So
I like it. Oh yeah. What do you want to do?
Let's try this thing that we call a show.
A show?
Yeah.
All right.
Yowzers.
Yowzers.
Where are we starting?
Yowzer Housers. Let's go fat. Let's go.
Fat.
We don't often start with the old fat.
Yeah, you're right. This is going to take a while because there's
a
a lot. So
we'll do the main ones.
We'll do the main.
Well, how many main ones are there?
There's a lot. I'm in the IMDb because I didn't write them all down. All right. But let's start with the top. Who's a bigger movie star here? Because it came up: Angelina Jolie or Selma Hayek, and I know it's not close. So, but go ahead.
It is okay. So it's Angelina Jolie. Angelina Jolie is by far a bigger star than Selma Hayek. I think they both are average actresses. I think they both have had. Angelina Jolie is having a better late run of her acting career, I think.
Angelina Jolie is?
Yeah. She's been in some much bigger things. Latching herself on to the old Disney World. I think she's done some voiceover stuff that you are kind of like saying, hey, take that out of there because maybe somebody doesn't know who that is. But I think Maleficent and now this Eternals, Salt, The Wanted. I mean, I think they're bigger movies than what Salma Hayek has done. Other than, what was the one with Antonio Banderas? Desperado. That one was a really big movie in the early 90s. And
yeah, that and Fools Rush In I thought was...
Fools Rush In was solidly big.
Yeah.
And then there was one more, I think.
Frida?
Well, yeah, apparently that was big. They're both in Eternals. But
yeah, which is why we brought it up.
I think Angelina Jolie, the rest of her life outside of actually acting in movies has made her a bigger star. Tomb Raider, that was a pretty big deal. They made a whole, video game series. There's still people dressing up as her for Halloween. And I think she just became a bigger celebrity than Salma Hayek did. Salma Hayek is still around. She's still doing her thing. I think still every 44-year-old young man is still in love with her till this day. Gone in 60 Seconds. Yes, Kevin Joyce. That's another reason why I think Angelina Jolie is a little bit bigger of a star, because that was a big movie for me in life.
Tell me what I said about it.
You said any movie that includes Nicolas Cage, it just gets thrown out the window.
It's a detractor. It's not a big movie if Nicolas Cage did it.
What do you got?
Okay, so we're gonna go through the main characters here.
How many are there?
Oh Jesus, I gotta go back to this.
If you tell me 10, I'm gonna.
There's legit. Hold on, Kingo, Sprite, Fastos,
soda, caffeine-free soda. He's definitely out.
Makari, Dreg, and Gilgamesh.
I will say Daniel Craig has not really done much other than 007. It is
10 Eternals.
Oh my God. That is super recognizable. Knives Out was big. I really liked him in Logan Lucky. I think if you have not seen Logan Lucky, that was a very fun movie.
Which one?
Logan Lucky.
I haven't seen it.
That was a very fun movie. I loved it. Oh, he wasn't the girl with the dragon tattoo, though. That was a really, really big movie. Particularly the original. Apparently it was better. But anyway.
All right. So you haven't seen this. You know nothing about any of the Eternals.
Nothing.
I'm going to just give you a quick synopsis. I'm not going to spoil anything for anybody because I know it's a new movie and I hate when things get spoiled.
Give me their name and their main power.
All right. We're going to start with Icarus.
Icarus.
That's
that documentary about Russians giving their athletes steroids.
Icarus. Icarus has the ability of flight and can shoot lasers out of his eyes.
All right. Icarus.
So picture Superman, just a couple,
lasers.
A small sample of Superman, basically.
Okay. All right. Are these lasers heat lasers?
Or
are they more like light therapy?
I think it's
Oh, jeez, Abby. There you go, Abby. Getting after it. Maybe
she's not safe for a podcast.
We're gonna do a little foreshadowing for Abby. Would Daniel Craig be your sugar daddy?
Yeah. Okay, so that's Icarus.
Yeah. All right.
Flight and laser eyes.
Yep.
Cersei.
Okay, Cersei, like from Game of Thrones.
Spelled differently, I believe.
Okay. All right.
But
man, they should have picked these names different.
Cersei. Oh, just wait till you get them all. She has the ability to manipulate matter on the.
Sounds so like
if she touches something, she can change its molecular structure. So if she touches a water bottle, she can turn it into water. She can turn it into wood. She can basically change the molecular structure of anything she touches.
Okay. Does that include healing?
Nope.
Like you only can. Okay. All right. I'll take that.
Kingo.
Like Django?
Very, very similar.
All right.
He has finger guns.
Oh.
He can. I don't know what comes out of the fingers. Let's just see. It's cosmic energy. So
Not
he literally can
bullets.
just like, pew, pew, pew. He's got finger guns.
Not ammunition. It's just
It's
cosmic.
It's energy.
Okay. I wonder
All
what
right.
that energy could do. It's cosmic.
I think
All right.
cosmic. Yeah.
All right.
Finger guns. Gilgamesh.
Gilligan's Island.
He
never gets lost.
Gilgamesh is the strength guy. He's got
Strength guy.
unlimited strength.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Gilgamesh.
How about Fastos? Fastos? I think it's Fastos. It's PH, but it's Fastos.
Fastos. Is he fast?
No.
Oh.
He is.
Poorly named.
He's got the talent for creating technology and weapons, which he can produce with his mind and energy powers. So he basically can just create. So
kind of like Green Lantern.
Yes,
Right.
Or picture Tony Stark and Bruce Banner working on the computer. Like he can do that. He's basically like put up a blueprint in the sky, bring this in, bring that out. It's basically
but it becomes a real matter though.
Yes.
When he does it.
Yep.
Okay.
Correct.
All right.
That's Fastos. How about Thena? She's just a fierce warrior. She's just like the best fighter.
Thena.
Thena.
All right.
Thena. She's like warrior princess.
Yeah,
That's
Xena.
Angelina Jolie's
Xena.
character. She can. Yeah. Yep. She's an expert in creating and wielding various forms of weaponry.
Okay.
Sprite.
Sounds like Angelina Jolie.
Yep. Sprite.
Yeah. Diet Coke.
Definitely my favorite drink. Second favorite drink.
I just had a root beer today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What kind?
From Culver's. I don't know what kind it is.
Oh.
I don't know what they use.
I think they might use Barks's.
Maybe.
So Sprite's ability, picture like Loki, where she can manipulate things so you believe you're seeing something that's really not there.
Okay. Yep. Mischief, magic mischief.
Kind of like she can like make you think you're seeing like fireworks and stuff.
Okay.
All right.
Oh. Okay.
That's Sprite. How about Makari? She's the speedster.
All right.
Cosmic energy improves the speed.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. I think we only have two more.
Yeah. All right.
Druig. Druig is telepathy.
A druid.
He can control other people's minds and actions.
Oh, okay.
He's basically Professor X.
So he can also read them. He can see them.
Okay. He can only I don't think he can see what they're thinking. I think he can only control the actions. He'll see something. He sees people fighting, he wants them to stop. He like gets them to stop.
Gotcha.
And then last is Ajax.
Ajax, he's going to clean everything.
Ajax.
She's going to clean
Salma
everything.
Hayek.
Okay.
She has the ability to heal.
Well.
Yep. She's a herbal and generation medicine, making her a master healer of the group. So she's got the healing touch.
All right. Well, I'm going to go for sure. I'm going to go from top to bottom. Number one, we're going to go Salma Hayek. I mean, she's a healing power. I mean, I don't think there's anything, you can't not pick that.
I think you're right.
I can't. That is.
It's the whole point of the job.
99% of
to make
what
people
we
feel
want to
better.
be better at, right?
Yeah.
I think next, I like this Loki-like character, Sprite, from the standpoint of
Kevin Joyce said Sprite's power is to mix with shitty whiskey so you can drink it.
It's sometimes true. That's sometimes true.
Oh, Nate Marsh.
I can't do that.
Says Culver's has their own. It's like an in-house Culver's brand.
Wow, they do good. They do a good job then. That was a solid root beer. Sprite's caffeine free, so that's the tough part.
Yeah.
I don't know how many athletic trainers
she's totally Tinkerbell.
Could be caffeine free. Now I do like the idea of Sprite though from the standpoint of like, hey, let me show you this shiny object over here so I can make you focus on what I need you to do. I don't necessarily want to alter all of your reality like maybe the mind control guy does, but I wouldn't mind guiding you the right way, or maybe, hey, you are talking too much. I'm going to make you focus on these sparkly images instead.
Okay.
Right? I kind of like that.
It's unique.
Yeah.
New York.
New York. There was one early that I liked. The laser eyes in flight. I mean, transport. It's tough. I like maybe the laser eyes can heal some wounds faster. Maybe can heat up some tissue nicely. Or maybe just decapitate somebody if you're really looking for it. That's not bad. There was somebody early.
I'll do a quick rundown. So
Yeah.
we got the manipulate the matter.
All the see, that's done. I can't. Manipulating matter. I don't know where I could benefit from there.
Yeah, the heal is better than the manipulating matter.
And
unless you want to turn like certain for rehab purposes, you could have some fun with rehab. That's about it.
You could have fun with rehab, but I don't know if that's a game changer for me.
Or maybe you don't need. Maybe you know what? Maybe you don't have to travel heavy in your kit because you can just turn anything into anything. Could you turn cohesive tape into adhesive tape?
That's not bad.
You only have to buy the cheapest tape ever.
Yeah, that's true.
How about that?
That's
an
interesting way.
Buy pre-wrap and turn it into tape.
You could turn any object into the modality that you want to use.
Mm-hmm.
That would be kind of interesting.
Turn dish rags into hot pads.
Okay. I mean, I'm starting to get there. Top 5 now.
Okay. We did laser eyes in flight. How about the warrior fighting Angelina Jolie? She's just a master fighter. I mean, it doesn't help. No, maybe strength conditioning.
Yeah.
Ajax, you already said heal.
Yep.
Kingo, finger guns. Cosmic energy.
Depending on what you can do with that cosmic energy, if there's some sort of, I can't imagine their healing powers through that.
Sprite, you already talked about. Fastos is the guy that can create things out of his mind.
Yep.
Makari's the speedster, and Druig's the mind control, and Gilgamesh is the strength.
We know the mind control could be powerful, but I don't know. I feel like outside looking in, I wish I could control all of my athletes' minds.
It's a battle of free will.
But there's part of you that's like,
danger.
That's a lot to handle.
Yeah.
Can you handle controlling everybody's mind and all the other shit you have to handle? I don't know if you can.
Yeah.
That's like 17 different people's jobs. So I'm going obviously healing power, and I'm actually liking changing this matter, changing the molecular structure of things.
Yeah.
The person that can change other objects to whatever they want it to be, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or create objects. That's kind of fun too.
Fastos.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so I agree with what you're saying. Some of them are very useless. There's a few, the strength, the warrior, the laser eyes.
So
flight is okay. We've talked about.
Is the premise behind Eternals like these are like the basics of all powers and?
No, they just these are these people that have been put here to protect the Earth.
Okay, all right,
for a reason.
Gotcha.
Which I won't go into because I don't want to spoil it.
I don't know anything.
Low key, I think it's actually.
You liked it.
It kept my so spoiler.
Yeah.
Not a spoiler of the movie. For the first time ever, legitimately got to the movie late because we went to the wrong movie theater.
Oh.
The person let us through because they didn't know what they were doing.
Yeah.
Because I had it on my phone and I just showed them the QR code and it said, it says we're going to number 7. They're like down the hall to the left. We got down to the hall to the left and it was a different movie. We're like, what the fuck? And all of a sudden we're like, we went to the wrong movie theater on accident.
Sure.
And so we got there at like 8:20 and it was supposed to be an 8:30 movie. And one of the movies started at 8 o'clock. So we just snuck into that movie. So we missed the first 20 minutes of it.
Do you think you missed much of the movie, or you just missed all the?
You missed the
previews?
I think you missed the first action scene, which is probably pretty cool. But I think the movie, it held my attention, and it was kind of unique in its own respect. So I think people thought that the characters were a little bland. I kind of disagree. So, yeah. Anything else you want to do with that, or shall we move on?
We can move on.
There's a huge allergy talk on the live stream here. Lots of allergies going on. Okay, where do you want to go?
FMK.
We're gonna FMK right now, Kevin.
You at your first day of work, all you watched were people squeezing things.
Squeeze. So we are going to things you squeeze, hand rehab, whatever you want to call it. When it comes to forearm or hand rehab, let's FMK the following: squeezing a ball, squeezing putty, and squeezing one of those finger webs, spider web things.
Okay.
So if you're on the live stream, go ahead and comment. Let us know what you would do. If you're at home, think about it. Let us know. We want to know what you would FMK. F1, marry one, kill one.
God, this is interesting. Actually, I don't want to be wrong. I'm gonna marry. I'm gonna marry the. I'm gonna marry the ball.
Why?
I'm not gonna marry the ball. I'm gonna marry the putty. I'm gonna marry the putty from the standpoint of variety. I'm gonna take the variety of the putty. I can mush that in multiple different directions, and maybe even emphasize some other ranges of motion for that strength. I'm gonna kill those spider web things, mainly from the standpoint of they're just big and kind of annoying.
Tough to store.
Yeah, I feel like they're just in the way. And I've never tried really giving them their fair shake, to be very honest. But I'm going to kill them. And then I'm going to F the ball. I'm going to F the ball. Be the ball.
Be one with the ball.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to change that real quick.
All right.
I'm going to F the spider web because I think you can do more positions, meaning you could do like real wide with your hand, or you could like get nice and close and like narrow, or you could just squeeze the crap out of it and somebody else could like move it around as you're squeezing it. I'm thinking there's more positions you could do. And then that means I have to kill the ball, right? Yeah, I have to kill the ball. This is what I would say though. My little maybe I don't want to, nobody talks about it, but maybe a little extra on the side.
Side piece.
Anything that would make me open my hand.
Chicken dance.
And not squeeze my hand, but open my hand. So doing extension. Ooh, lots of extensions.
I think that's a great call there. Let's see. I'm going to kill the putty.
Kill the putty.
I think by the time you get it out of the container, you've already completed your rehab with the other two. You're just taking way too long.
By the time you take it out of your pants.
Especially if it's like
you're already done with it.
Lost the moment. Okay. So I'm gonna I'll kill the putty because especially like if it comes like we had the ones in my last place in the plastic dishes and with the lid on, and it was like if it's outdated putty and it's not fresh putty, it's hard to get out of there.
Yeah,
because it's just like old and hard, and you can't do anything with old and hard.
That's what happens when you get old and you're married.
Save that for the feature topic. I'll marry the ball because I think it's the most versatile. Not necessarily in terms of actual hand rehab, but like you can just use it for anything else.
You could just use it as a ball. You
use it a ball.
You could play catch with it in the athletic training
You
room.
could
You
use
could
it as
throw it
trigger
at
point
somebody.
massage, but I know that's kind of skirting the question here. I would marry the web because, like you said, you can do forearm flexion and also extension.
Yeah.
Which I like. However, when that thing gets old, it gets crusty and the holes start breaking. And when the holes start breaking, you can't use it long term. So you can't marry it.
Just F it.
You can't marry it because if the holes break down, you're dead to me. So I'll marry the ball.
Nice.
Do you want to read what these live streamers said or no? You want to move on?
Sure, why not? Abby's going to kill the web. She's going to marry the ball, and she's going to kill the putty too.
No. She did the thing first.
She F putty. She's going to F putty.
Yep.
Dudes always want a side piece. So do women. Yeah, we all do. We all want a little extension in our lives.
All right.
I'm happily married, by the way.
Happily.
Not looking for a side piece.
All right.
Damn it.
Let's do friend or foe before Kevin ends up single.
Yeah, right.
What is our friend or foe, Kevin?
What is our friend?
We don't have a friend or foe.
We don't have a friend or I caught up your first day of work, right? It's your first day of work today. How many people did you know walking in there? Like that were at work today? One? Okay. One.
The person that got me the job.
Yeah. Friend or foe, knowing everybody at your new job. Friend or foe?
Like on your first day or just knowing them all?
Yeah, knowing them all. I mean, just like on your first day, like you already know everybody. Like, yeah, let's say your first day of UW Milwaukee, way back in the day, you knew everybody. You knew every single person there.
I'll say it's a friend.
Okay.
I just think it's just, it calms the nerves. You can focus on the job and not who everyone is and feeling like you're overwhelmed.
Okay. Friend or foe, knowing nobody at your new job. Day one.
Friend.
Ooh, both friend. Okay.
Because you can just get a fresh start.
Foe, knowing one person.
Yeah. No.
See, that's what it just dawned on me that you were walking into a situation.
Okay, how about this? Friend or foe? Having to wear a name badge.
Oh, foe. Very much a foe.
I think we did FMK.
We did it at name tags or something.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I hate wearing them. I hate wearing any kind of like signifier of your name or who you are in this position, only because my
eyes are up here. Stop looking at my badge.
Now, it does make a lot of things easier, right? People can know your name immediately. They know your like position. They know what your title is, whatever you have on that lanyard or your name tag or whatever. I think there is value in it, but man, do I hate them. I hate wearing them.
I do too.
I hate wearing them. I don't hate the concept of them. I hate wearing them.
I 100% agree. Like, I hate sticking a needle through a shirt. I hate wearing something around my neck.
That's true too.
Any of it. It just, like, I hate bending forward and trying to do something with somebody, and then it's just like there.
But even name tags too. Name tags that are like on you, like those get in the way sometimes too.
I want to be on you.
It's kind of like, you cut your nails too short, right?
Yep.
And like all of a sudden you realize how often like you hit that part of your nail or something. Man, how often like just this area of like your chest like kind of rubs up against something, or like when you're bending over, you reach over and you try to doing some, and all of a sudden there's a name tag in the way. Holy crap, it's awful.
Just limiting your ranges of motion.
Just nobody wants to limit
Can't
ranges
like
of
get
motion.
up in here.
Oh man, I do not miss wearing those like in school.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
Nate said he puts his name badge on his zipper so people look at my crotch and you feel good about myself.
I guarantee he does that too.
There's no chance he does that.
He totally does it. Such a dirtball.
Oh yeah. Now people are going off on lanyards. Like,
I think
you have to wear the lanyards.
so. Back to like a friend or would you rather? What did I do? Friend or foe? Friend or
Yeah,
foe?
yeah.
Friend or foe? Like knowing everybody. What I don't like about that situation is that, say in your situation, when
Sure.
you knew everybody going into your first job,
Which I only
you
knew
had
them in that capacity. I didn't like know they weren't like
no, that's what I mean.
yeah.
I'm just saying, like, you know everybody there. Everybody knows your name. You know everybody else's name. You know everybody's title. Everybody knows you're the low guy in the totem pole now. Like, I think there's value in walking into a job on day one and not knowing everybody, because you will be able to like create that new, I guess I don't want to call it a persona, but I want to say like you have this a new opportunity to showcase yourself as somebody of value, if that makes sense. Instead of either being, oh, that's Chad, like everybody knows him, he's just a jackass. Like you get to teach everybody you're a jackass from day one. You know?
I get to prove it.
Yeah.
Yes, you don't want to be.
Just already know.
You don't want to be Norm from Cheers.
Yeah, and I mean, I think I didn't know anybody walking into my clinic 2.5 years ago or whatever it was. Like, had never really interacted with anybody except for getting a beer with the guy that owned it at the time. And it was nice because we all got to learn each other's skill sets, and there wasn't this like preconceived notion about anything. It would be interesting to walk into like my old job and what would happen.
Yeah.
Like, because everybody kind of knows who I am. I know who they are. Like, now all of a sudden there's like this just weird, like, I don't know, like, I don't want to call it tension. I just want to say I would like to not know everybody sometimes.
Sure.
You know?
So Kate Adcock is on the live stream, and she said that I'm going to go to the name badges one quick second. She said the master's program at her school makes their students wear them all the time, and she says later that it's a requirement. That people already know everybody's names, but the reasoning is that it's more professional. Agree or disagree? Is it more professional to wear a name badge?
No.
I don't know if it is or not.
It's
I mean, I guess
argument.
it's more expected.
Is it more professional to wear khakis and a polo? Like, tell me whether or not that's more professional.
I guess it's what's the alternative?
Khakis and a crew neck sweater. Jeans and a crew neck sweater.
Yeah, it's just, man, I guess I
Lululemon pants and I don't know, whatever. I think our society is going in a direction of maybe a little too far. Like, pretty soon we're all going to be able to wear pajama pants anywhere we want to go, and it's accepted. I think
the whole world's got damn onesies on.
I will tell you, and no offense to anybody on the live stream right now, but I am one of my pet peeves, and I have a lot, but one of my pet peeves is people wearing pajamas in the airport or to get on a plane. I would not mind there being a dress code on a plane.
Really?
Yep.
I want comfort. I want max comfort on a plane.
Yeah.
Now, I would never wear pajama pants.
Yeah, there's something. I think there's something to be said of like being like actually dressed up and traveling. I don't care about that. I want comfort. I don't, trust me, when I go on a plane, I'm usually like in a hoodie and jeans.
Yeah.
It's usually what I'm on. And I don't tie my shoes. I don't cuz it's easy to get them on and off. Like, I wear the perfect amount of clothing or perfect amount of layers so that I'm not cold, I'm not hot. I don't have to take my jacket off to go through security. I've got it down a little bit to a science. But I think getting back to some basics of respect for other people, like the idea of, and me and you were sitting here wearing hats inside, but like in the old days of like, you would walk into a building, men wore hats everywhere, and then when they walked into a building, they took it off, right? I think there's something to be said about having standards of certain things. but I'm not going to sit here and pretend to know that what those standards are, other than I'm pretty sure a name tag doesn't make you more professional. It just signifies you work there. That's it.
Which maybe that's important, unless, I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I guess I understand, but I don't necessarily, whatever. I don't have a strong opinion. Maybe that's not candid of me, but whatever. Okay, we got a Would You Rather this week because we're not doing top 5.
Do we have a Would You Rather?
We do.
Okay.
Would you rather go out
Oh, yeah.
to the bar or to the golf course with your colleagues?
Yeah, I thought
Or
you said
boss. I did say boss, but
boss
not.
is different than colleagues.
Okay, with your boss.
Boss. Okay.
With your boss. Would you rather go to the golf course or to the bar?
And I'll lump it. So golf course, a lot of people golf, but not everybody
Not
golfs.
everyone.
So there's an easy, like, hell no am I going to a golf course with my boss if you don't golf. So whatever sport or whatever, like, social sporting event you can do. Like, you went to go play tennis with your boss. You went to go ski. Whatever it is.
Kate says golf course. Abby says neither.
I would rather drink on a golf course with my boss. Does that make sense?
Abby said she'd rather eat dog shit off of a steak.
Then what? Either?
And
No,
Kate says she
neither?
doesn't golf, but she just wants to drive the cart and drink beers.
Oof. So she wants a traveling
Brewskis.
bar.
She said brewskis.
She wants to have a traveling bar in nature. I love golf, and I love golfing with people that I work with, or that would be like my boss. I love it. I think it's great.
I don't drink,
You don't drink.
and
You
only golf
have played golf.
once in a while.
Yeah.
Maybe once every other year.
Yeah.
I think if I had to choose one, I'm taking the golf course.
Mhm.
I think it's easier to just slip away, get away from them for a little bit.
Yes.
Like that awkward conversation that you're having at the bar, and you're just like, how long is this going to go on? I need to go to the bathroom for the 3rd time in the last 25 minutes, or, I'm going to go get another drink.
But that's where you
At the
need to
golf
walk.
course, it's like, all right, I'm going to go over to my ball,
Yeah.
take a little time. All right, I'm going to look at this again.
Maybe use a little foot wedge.
You're supposed to be
give
quiet.
Give yourself
And then you
a-
can actually not talk about, like, I think when you're at the bar, once you've gotten into like a serious conversation, you can't get out of it. On the golf course, there's this natural flow of pauses and then come back. And then you can talk about the shot and the golf. And like, it doesn't have to be serious all the way straight through.
Mm-hmm.
So give me the golf course.
The other thing I like about a golf course is that there doesn't have to be a hierarchy. So if you're out drinking with your boss, like your boss says, "Hey, let's go have some drinks. Like, let's take the whole team out and like let's go bond." Right? The hierarchy is probably like your boss is going to pay for all the drinks, and so there's like this, and nobody really wants to talk about the real issues going on, and nobody wants to tell the truth until everybody gets drunk, and then everybody starts telling the truth. On a golf course, the golf is the equalizer, right?
I agree.
You can be better than your boss at something, or you're both really good at it, or you're both really bad at it. Like there's this other thing that you're both challenging yourself in, and can be very valuable in creating a different bond.
Yeah.
That sometimes, well, often, also includes drinking.
For sure. For sure. So you get
love
both.
it.
In that situation, you
love
get both. Unless you're at the bar and you want to play golden tee.
That's true too. I mean, that's not bad. That's a good call.
So if you choose golf, you get both.
Yeah.
Usually.
Now, I will say I also love drinking with my any superior in my work world I've ever had.
Is that because you can outdrink them?
No, I think it's because, again, I try to use it as like this this equalizer, right? I know a decent amount about whiskey. I know a decent amount about beer. I know a decent amount about wine. And so I can talk about the different varietals of alcohol, right? At the same time, I think, and, call me an alcoholic if you want, but a bar to me is a very comfortable scene. It's a very, I think it makes my guards will go down a little bit, and I think I can have some natural conversation in a bar just because it's easy for me to be in a bar. I feel
Sure.
I feel comfortable.
It's your natural aura.
Now you put me in like a work party though, like a I don't know, like an event where there's not this natural place to lean up and belly up against that bar. Then I struggle a little bit to create conversation. I'm usually really quiet. At a bar, I feel like I talk more. I don't know. Same thing on a golf course because I can also speak to golf. I don't know. It's fun. I like it. I like both of them.
They're asking on the live stream if darts or pool is better at the bar.
Oh. Whichever one you feel more comfortable at. I would personally prefer to play pool. Personally. But darts are pretty cool too, though. I like darts. What do you got? Darts or pool?
I don't care.
Well, you have to pick one. That's the game.
What's better?
Now, is this for are we still talking about a work situation here? Or are we just
No,
talking
just
in general?
In general.
In general, absolutely pool.
See, I was gonna lean darts because you can just get more people involved.
Sure.
You can. I mean, with pool, it's like.
Oh, I don't know. How many people can you get involved in darts? 4?
8,
3?
4 or 8. You can go like.
You can go 8?
You can play.
It's a long game, huh?
Well, you can play 4 players on but then it's just like you and a partner and you alternate rounds.
Yeah. I love partner pool. I think it's great.
Pocket pool
partners. I was gonna say I guarantee you are a darts person because you're a numbers person. That's the other reason I'm not a huge darts player, is because it's math all the freaking time. All the time there's math.
No, I just feel like with darts,
I really like darts.
Like with pool, like if you're at a ho-dunk bar and the pool cues suck.
Sure.
Like you're like, oh, this is some cheap shit. I don't whatever. And I like
there's not a lot of pool tables anymore either.
No. Well, it's because they take up too much space and they're just probably getting broken and beer spilled on. It's just to maintain them
I don't think there's as many dartboards as there used to be either.
No.
We need more of those back in our lives.
Yeah.
Too many people passing germs to each other, passing their cues and darts back and forth.
Yeah. Well, now everyone just does axe throwing and all sorts of crazy
axe throwing
shit.
is fun as can be. I was really enjoyed it when I did it one time.
You look like a lumberjack, so I mean, you could pull it off.
I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty good at it. Lots of bullseyes.
Okay, are we ready for our
our
feature topic? Yeah, let's do it.
Man, let's do it. So if I were to tell you we're going to have a topic called sugar daddies and whether or not they're good for athletic trainers, where does your head go?
If you were going to ask me if sugar daddies are good for athletic trainers, I'd say not as good as Sour Patch Kids, not as good as I can name about 35 other candies I'd rather have than a sugar daddy. And somebody said they fractured their fifth
Dylan, how did you fracture? With the axe, did you throw it at yourself?
Oh my God, he dropped the axe on his foot.
I'm looking up sugar daddies right now.
Yeah,
we're
when
gonna
was the
see what
last time?
pops up.
Sugar daddies.
Oh,
Toffee.
oh, it's toffee. Yeah, caramel pop.
Oh, those are sugar babies, not sugar daddies. Damn it. I legit thought they were called sugar daddies. They're sugar babies.
What this?
Oh, no, they are sugar daddies.
That's a sugar daddy.
Yeah, show the camera.
Can I make it bigger?
That's what she said.
Oh, shoot. Candyblog.net. I don't know. Can everybody see that?
Yeah, maybe
Oh,
not.
shit.
We need to hook up our phone. Whatever. So there is a sugar daddy, is Toffee.
This one. They'll be able to see that, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like.
I mean, when was the last time you had one of those?
Oh my God.
20 years?
I'm
25 years?
36. So probably 31 years ago, and I tried it, and I was like, no, that's not for me.
Okay. So this all started with our friend Hannah, who was working, I think she said a tournament?
She
or
said,
an event coverage.
I mean.
And somebody came up to her and asked, or was hitting on her.
Yeah.
And so I think there's two sides of this. There's one, the social aspect of getting hit on, just in general, whether you're an athletic trainer or not. But then there's is it okay as an athletic trainer to get flirted with, or to try and pick up people while you're, I guess, I don't know. Is there a difference? So I think the problem is, I think a lot of females feel like guys should just not assume that they can hit on you and just say whatever they want to you.
Have you ever been hit on at an event or working?
Have I ever been hit on while at work?
While working.
I'll say yes.
Yeah. I totally have. 100% I have.
I don't know how much I should divulge.
Who cares? You're married. You got a kid.
A long time ago.
Yeah, a long time ago.
An athlete sent me a drunk text that I was not expecting. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
And then the next morning sent me another text apologizing for said drunk text.
Sure. That wasn't really while you were working, though.
Correct. That's why I hesitated when you first said it, and I just said, well, yeah.
I mean, I've been at tournaments, or I've been at like covering something, and somebody is 100% like said, like flirted. Can
you read what Nate?
What happens here stays here.
No, what Nate said.
Nate's way.
It's right above that.
I don't have a Nate on here.
Oh,
you know why?
You have it sorted a different way.
Stupid.
Nate says, does an athlete saying she wants my sperm, not in a sexual way, count as flirting? Yep. I would say that's a hard yes.
I don't know. I mean, that could just be a compliment. You know, I mean, some people.
You got nice looking sperm.
Hey, you know what? It's not. So from a standpoint of some people say, hey, I know I can't have kids, and you know what? Your gene pool looks pretty good. And so can I have some of that stuff later? And then I'm going to get it put inside of me, not through natural ways,
Christ.
but can you just make a donation real quick?
We're going to be off the airs. Okay. So, but back to the original point.
What?
Dudes think they can say whatever they want to females, and I think females are tired of it. Just being like, they don't.
Okay. Well, hold on.
I'm just going.
What if Daniel Craig is the one coming up to Hannah Chun? What if Daniel Craig
or Abby
and says, "Hey, are you married?" And you say no.
So you're saying,
would you like to go out with me?
You're saying it only bothers you. You're saying it only bothers you if you're not attracted to the person. Which
no, I don't know if I don't. That's not what I'm saying. I'm offering a new perspective. I'm just offering more evidence, more scenarios. I think it, okay. So Hannah's original tweet is like, it's getting old that every time I talk to a ref or every time I talk to a coach, every time I talk to a parent or something like that, it's like they think just because I'm being nice, I'm flirting.
Yeah, which is what the live streamers, right? Abby's saying it's old, and Kate says it's not cool to come up to me and just flirt when I am clearly working.
Yeah. And so I think, speaking as, like I said to you in the car, 2 middle-aged white dudes talking about women getting hit on. Like, we're the last ones that can be giving advice on this. But at the same time, we would love to discuss this because it is a problem or not a problem or a thing that happens in our profession, right? And I think there's definitely a line of when somebody's working and you're just a jackass and you're like hitting on somebody, you're not giving them the respect that they deserve, that they're doing their job.
Yep.
Right? Now, it created also like a sidebar conversation of like, yeah, it's kind of just like when somebody comes up to us while you're covering an event and be like, "Oh, can I get a massage?" Like, "Oh, you must be the massage people that are here to like just like, oh, it'd be great to lay down on that table and get a massage from you."
So it's
a lack of respect.
It is. And so I'm going to ask, we have Abby and Kate, the only 2 females on the live stream right now. So I'm going to ask a question and see what they say. Let's say the creepy dude, or maybe they're not creepy. It doesn't matter if they're creepy or not. Let's just say the person saw that you were working, waited till after the event, and then after the event, when you were done working, maybe you were walking to your car and they didn't like totally hardcore creep you, but like casually mention something to you after the event. Does that make it better? We'll see what they say.
I would.
Is it better to do it while you're sitting on the sideline, or is it better while you're walking to your car? Like, I just wait here. Like, does that turn you into a stalker?
I totally think when you're talking about a female or male athletic trainer walking up to a ref, walking up to a coach, making conversation and being nice, no, it's super inappropriate. Where my head goes a little like, man, what's our line of our society and where we're going of like, I'm covering a volleyball tournament here in the city and, somebody that is around my age, we'll say, comes up to me and flirts with me. And I don't have a wedding ring on, or I don't have like, I'm clearly not like in a relationship that they know of. Is that inappropriate? Is it inappropriate for another human to go up to another human and flirt? And I think in some cases, we're telling people, no, you can't do that. But at the same time, I know a lot of people that have met. Not everybody meets each other at bars. Not everybody met each other in college, and not everybody met each other as high school sweethearts.
Or on their phone.
Or on a dating app, right? Whether it's sleazy dating app to very respectful dating app, doesn't matter. I think that's why there's this interesting conversation, because as athletic trainers, we, again, our roles in society are so broad, right? Like sometimes we are on display. We are this thing that like everybody can see. When I'm at a volleyball tournament covering it, think of how many people walk past you and they're like, "Oh, that's where people go like to get taped. Oh, that's like the spot that like people go to get massages," right? And I think if I was a female, obviously I'd have a little different opinion about guys coming up to me, unless they're Daniel Craig, then they probably can come up to you. But like that's a real thing, right? That's a real conversation. It's really what's happening. I think there needs to be a lot more respect given back to female athletic trainers from refs and from coaches, just
Well,
like
we didn't even talk about that side of it. We're just assuming that some parent coming from the sideline. What if it's a ref, a coach?
no, that's completely inappropriate, and that's
Yeah.
like it's so like you know what? If you create this little bond between you, like the athletic trainer, and you keep seeing this ref, and then you guys have had a couple like nice conversations, and then eventually the ref says very politely, "Hey, you know what? I would love to take you out at some point."
You like make a right call for once.
But I think that's appropriate. I don't think there's anything inappropriate about that. But I think in the moment being like, "Oh, are you married? Oh, you should definitely be dating me." Like that's like we should really get it on.
We should mate.
I mean, like that's very inappropriate in the moment. And I think that's a societal also like okay, that's where we need to teach young humans that it's not okay to be that kind of like person in this society of like there's a very good appropriate way to ask a girl out.
Yeah.
Or ask a guy out.
We have failed at it because we hide behind our phones and our Instagrams and our all of that.
And legitimately, like,
well, is part of the problem that the athletic trainer. Okay, so like you wouldn't do that to a coach because during the event the coach is coaching and sometimes the athletic trainer is just standing there. Like sometimes we have downtime on the sideline, so it's like, oh, they seem more approachable because they're not doing something at that very moment. Sure. Is that the problem? It's like, I'm going to shoot my shot because they don't look busy right now. Like, I don't know.
I think,
God dang it.
There definitely needs to be Chad's fantasy team.
My fantasy team. I'm down by less than 1 point. I need George Kittle, people.
He's literally down by 0.58 or something.
I'm down by 0.58 points. Come on, Kittle. Why is Deebo Samuel?
If you're watching Monday Night Football right
now, Deebo Samuel has
George Kittle all day
5 rushing attempts for 36 yards and a touchdown on the ground.
Dude, because it's the 49ers. That's what they do.
Jesus.
I'm sure George Kittle's going to get a couple rushes too. Where were we? We
were on the downtime. The downtime in the athletic trainer on the sideline.
I think, and that's it's another. I don't know. You want people coming up to you though. You want people understanding who you are. You want conversations. You don't want them to be inappropriate, and you don't want to have to even walk somebody through like, no, I'm not a massage therapist. Like, I'm an athletic trainer.
Yeah.
Right. Like I take care of injuries. I evaluate them. I'm an emergency responder. Like, I mean, I'm more than just rubs and hoping I can make you feel better. And I'm more than just somebody for you to flirt with too. Now, it's going to be a part of a lot of, I think, society though. And I hope like everybody just does it appropriately.
Yeah.
And I would encourage anybody that's getting inappropriately hit on.
Come up with a very challenging question that will make the person feel stupid. Like, ask them about,
or
ask them how they handle vasovagal. Excuse me, baby. Like, that sounds too dirty. Don't ask that. Well, let's be candid. You met your wife through work.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, so
I was her coach.
Yeah.
For a long time.
So every once in a while breaking those boundaries, it works out. I know athletic trainers
that have married coaches.
That have married and athletic trainers that have married each other, and I know an athletic trainer that married an athletic training student, and
I think
shit happens.
Yep.
Like, just be respectful.
I think it was like, so earlier you were kind of like,
creepy.
It doesn't like you kind of alluded to like, no, it's like, it shouldn't matter whether or not like it's the creepy dude or not the creepy dude. No, it fucking matters.
It does.
Don't be a creepy dude. And we need to to teach our society how to be less creepy dudes. And I think we allow a lot of that to happen because of this. Number one, all of us have access to platforms where we can just legitimately say whatever the hell we want with zero consequences. So when, case in point, my wife, when she would often get hit on by somebody inappropriately, like slapping her ass in public.
So did I.
Sure.
When I worked in the restaurant industry, my ass got slapped.
Same thing, right?
All the time. Like,
So
it was anything goes, Wild West. And if I would have done that to somebody, I would have gotten my ass fired. But since my ass was getting slapped, and I was the boss.
He was Magic Mike.
I was the boss. I probably should have fired them all, but I didn't.
What?
Would have had no staff.
My wife decided to be aggressive about it. So somebody would slap her, and then so she would slap them back immediately. She would just turn around and slap them.
In the ass?
Nope.
In the face.
Face, arm, hit, like chest, didn't matter. She was gonna slap them back. And she literally said, "Hey, I mean, you feel free to do it on your end. This is how I feel free to do it. And this is your consequence for it. And if you don't like it, then you can get kicked out of my bar or whatever it is." Right. And I think violence does not solve violence, right? It just really doesn't. But consequences are consequences. So I think if somebody's being inappropriate from like a ref or from a coach, tell them, "Hey, you're being inappropriate right now."
Yeah, call them out.
Just tell them being inappropriate. Or make them feel small. In some way, make them feel small. I don't care. Like, you should. People need to know consequences again. We don't know consequences. Teach them. Teach them consequences.
Agreed.
And so but I think, you know what? At the same time, if somebody is being appropriate about hitting on you, if that is a thing still, it's good. It's good. I really do think that's good. As long as it's not inappropriate. If somebody comes up to you and you're an athletic trainer and they're hitting on you and it's not inappropriate, don't be offended by it. Because I think that's how we meet people. It's part of our society.
If you're single and ready to mingle.
Yeah. And
if
you're not looking for anything, you don't want that in your life, just say, "Hey, like, you know what? I'm not looking for any kind of relationship at all." Right? And you know what? You're going to have to keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it, because that societal change is not going to happen anytime soon, because it's taken forever or no consequences have been around forever. So, I don't know. It's totally not really athletic training talk, but it happened to some of our athletic trainers.
Well,
so we wanted to talk about it.
Yeah.
You know?
Time and place, like Abby just said. There's a time and place for all of it.
All
right. I got nothing else.
Me neither. Let's hit the music.
Hit the music. Maybe we should do best
baby making music.
Maybe we should do best athletic training pickup lines.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Like,
how much you spend on that tape?
Should we do that?
Are you gonna do sticky side down?
Oh,
that's great.
God.
Put it up. Best athletic training pickup line.
All right.
Play off of it. There's got to be some good ones, and you know Hannah's gonna have the best ones.
Potentially.
Well, she's gonna have the raunchiest ones.
Probably.
That's for sure.
So
the NSFW ones.
We'll do a special show for that. So, thank you everyone for tuning in to episode 149. This is the Candid Athletic Training Podcast. My name is Chad.
I am Kevin.
So, you want to do the details?
CandidAthleticTraining.com is our website. You head over there right frickin' now. You get yourself a membership so you can partake in this live conversation and laugh with us live every Monday. Also, while you're there, check out the friends of the show. We have so many friends that are like, they're there to save you money. We have MedBridge. We have Master Dry Needling. You can go over and you can check out what I do for a living and owning a clinic and becoming a structural elements therapist. All links on our webpage. While you're there, also check out the apparel. Sweatshirts, hats, t-shirts, coffee mugs, galore. I mean, we have so many things. If you want something special, send us a message and maybe we can make it. Other than that, thank you, Healthy Roster, for allowing this to happen live. Thank you, Brew Fitness, for allowing us to sit our butts in your gym and talk to these people live every Monday. Other than that, everybody have a good night, and we'll see you soon.
Bye, all.
Bye.